And I am raw to the bone. Come on in, y'all. Happy Thursday. Come on in, come on in. Let me share the positive vibes because you know what I say. It's going to be a what?
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, fuck everybody, just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do. The aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called I make a lot of mistakes. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Yeah. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Life ain't easy, hey, Michael. Ups and downs, just like every different season, y'all. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, y'all. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, y'all. Negative thoughts are poison they ride, and full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Hey, what? Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience. One day at a time, that's how you operate a case. You grow, you show yourself the foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Hey, wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. You know, the weeks just go by so fast. You know, when Monday, it was just Monday the other day, and I was like, oh my God, I got to get through another week. And so here we are, Thursday. I'm grateful and I'm blessed that I do have another day, right? When I wake up and I open my eyes, you know, no matter what's in front of me, I say, you know what, Lord, thank you for giving me another day to get through all my trials and tribulations because, baby, I do want to get through them, even though some of them are so hard. And sometimes I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, but I know it's there. Right? The mere fact that I get woken up every morning tells me that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And so I'm just passing that message on because many of us wake up heavy. We do. And I wake up and I get up, I go to the bathroom, get myself together, put my workout clothes on, get on that bike, and I ride for my mental peace and for my physical, okay, for my physical health. And I don't do it, you know, I say it all the time, I don't do it to be skinny. I do it because mentally and physically I need it. It keeps me moving. It gets my thoughts going. And then I go into listening to music. And I do this live on TikTok in the morning because sometimes mentally I'm struggling. And I have to talk myself to my bike and I have to talk myself through my workouts. But I know when I go live and people are watching me, it makes me accountable to me and to them. Because I'm thinking to myself, I could be inspiring someone else to continue to get through something, even when your mind is telling you you can't do it, right? And so I draw inspiration from others and hopefully people draw inspiration from me. And that's why I do it. And so I enjoy that in the morning because it starts the tone of my day. Okay, no matter how grueling, I literally woke up this morning and I said, damn, I got to do that bike. And I go through that, right? But there's a feeling of empowerment once I get on that bike, and then there's a feeling of accomplishment once I'm done. And it's a good feeling. And so that's that high that I chase on a daily basis. Good morning, River Flow Trucking. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Friends. Good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Shirley. And so hopefully you guys take the time out to do something in the morning that stimulates you mentally and physically. I've also incorporated in the last couple of weeks yoga stretches. I always do yoga stretches. I didn't always do it, but being that I'm getting older and although I'm flexible, I noticed that, I have more aches and pains than I normally have. Like I'm always hurting. Okay. And so I realized that there's certain areas of my body that I need to stretch. And so I got back into my yoga stretches and I do them every morning after my bike workout. Why? Because yes, I could put my feet up behind my head and all kinds of stuff. But what I notice is that I'm a little bit stiff in my hip, like my hip ductors, like that, that crease that's in here, like this, all of this, that's a little tight. And so I've been doing these hip flexor type stretches, all a part of yoga. But there's different poses for different things. And so I'm trying to just keep my body as limber as possible, right? As flexible as possible and as ache-free as possible. All right. And all of that takes work. Many of us sit down and we complain our back hurt, our this hurt, our legs hurt, this hurt, that hurt. And then we use that to make excuses of why we don't work out or why we don't do physical activities. But the physical activities is what's going to make you feel better. I know that's easier said than done. I know it is, but I'm telling you, at 57 years old, I do hurt in places, but I feel so much better when I work out. My body responds better. And so that's just a little tidbit for you guys that are struggling with your workouts because you might have some aches and some pains or you just don't feel like it, okay? I'm throwing out some motivation. The fuck? Yeah, Shirley. Yes, it is so important to set intentions. And you know what? I have to. I have to, right? Because I used to make everything and everybody more important than myself, right? And now I make myself important. And I say to myself every morning, listen, if you got time to go hang out with your friends and you got time to scroll on TikTok and you got time for all of this, you got 30 minutes to dedicate to yourself in the morning for yourself, for your own care, right? We talk about self-love, self-care, but are we really implementing that in our lives? How does self-care and self-love show up in your life? I'm asking, right? Something to think about. I remind myself of it every day, and that's what keeps me going. And so I chase that high. That's that high that keeps me going. I love it. And so that's my morning mental and physical, message for y'all today. But happy Thursday, y'all. Anybody got any news? Hillbilly, good morning. I know you are still in mourning. It is day 2. Actually, day 3, because yesterday I wasn't on. So it is day 3 of your mourning. And hopefully your family is getting through this to the best of your ability. I know you were going to the funeral home. I did not forget the passing of your brother. You guys on Coffee with Friends, when you mourn, I mourn with you. All right. All right. Oh, the funeral is today. Okay, so the funeral is today. All right, you planned that really fast, Hillbilly. Very organized, very structured. Good morning, Ghost. Good morning. I miss you, Ghost. Again, my condolences. Hillbilly, my condolences. All right. Be as strong as you can be today. And at the same time, use your support system when you feel weak. All right. Cheryl Lee said, once you start and form a habit, usually 30 days or a little over of doing certain things, you feel awkward when you don't. I do. Cheryl Lee, that's not a lie. When I got sick, twice. I had the stomach virus and I couldn't ride for a couple of days. It bothered me. But when my back went out, and I couldn't do shit, I did. Every day I woke up and I looked at that bike and I felt guilty. And I was like, why do I feel guilty? I physically can't ride the bike and I felt guilty. I think awkward is yes, we definitely do, Ghost. I think awkward is the better term for it. That's a good term, Cheryl Lee. I feel awkward, right? Because when I come out of my routine, I feel awkward. Wait a minute, Hillbilly. I do get to meet my brother's long lost daughter for the second time today. There's that. I'm not sure the meet and greet situation is this is not the perfect meet and greet situation. But yeah, there's that. That's very unfortunate. Families, listen, my family too, my family raggedy as fuck. I say it all the time. And the last time I talked about people, I had a cousin that called me and I wound up hanging up on her because I don't feel like it. Like I just don't feel like dealing with the bullshit and dealing with the attitudes and none of it. Okay. And I love my cousins, some of them. I do, and they know I love them, but I'm just not in the right headspace for you to harass me in certain ways. That's it, and that's all. So with love, but families are raggedy. Some families are raggedy. I got raggedy ass families like seriously. I know I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I always get myself in trouble on this platform, but my mother's side of the family, they give these family reunions every now and again in Barbados. And I talked about it on here, and I never go. No, I'm not spending my money and wasting my money on a vacation to hang out with people who I don't fucking talk to, who live in New York City or New Jersey, right where I live. Why would I travel to a whole nother country to talk to motherfuckers that don't talk to me and we live in the same country? We live in the same state or right here. I've never been fake or phony. See, that's the thing, right? And so I won't go to none of those family reunions because I don't fucks with people at family reunions if we don't fucks with each other outside of that. I don't. And some people might look at me side-eye for that, and that's okay. I'll take the side-eye. But, I live my life and I do what the fuck makes me happy. And what feels authentic and organic to me. And I don't waste my money to hang with folk that don't hang with me on a regular basis. I don't. So I don't go to the family reunions. I don't entertain them. I don't. That's on my mother's side of the family. I'm just saying. And I know some people get mad when I say this, but this is really my truth. And so, Hillbilly, I can understand how you only seeing her for the second time. I'm telling you. I was shocked that one of my brothers put money in my GoFund. I was like, wait, what? I was shocked. And Hillbilly, and continue to be that alpha family member. Continue to be that. Right, Shirley. Don't you miss his face and his way and his presence? I just love Ghost. I don't know. People, but some people be like, Ghost rubbed them the wrong way. I mean, I love it. I absolutely love it. I love the energy he projects. I do, because, I like real ass people. I do. I mean, not that anybody on here is not real. I'm just saying, I accept people for who they are. And I try to get to know them in their space, right? As long as they're not being toxic and disruptive, then I'm okay with that. The fuck? Right, Valerie? You missed the way he talked. Valerie, you got to join us for one of our sessions. Yes, Shirley. Yes, very nice words. Yes. Yes, that's beautiful, Shirley. I'm hoping the same thing, right? Because we can repair. Okay? We can repair. We can. All right. I know. And I miss my Texas family. I do. I'm not going to see them. Oh, I'll see them in June. I'll see some of them in June, not all of them, but I'll see some of them in June and then I'll see the rest of them in November. Time will go by fast. I can't promise that I can get to Texas, any sooner than November with everything that I got going on. Let me just get past June first. I haven't been able to concentrate on anything. I haven't even had the guts to call my lawyer or anything at this point. I don't even know what's going to happen if I don't come up with this money for this for my expert witness. I don't know. I don't know if I could push my trial date out. I got a lot of things on my mind, y'all. I got a lot of things on my mind. And so I just haven't been able to concentrate on much. So I'm still asking for you guys to have patience with me until after June. And then my head will be back in the game. All right. This is where I need to lean on my support system to help support me through this time. So if I'm a little off, just hang in there with me, y'all. Just hang in there with me. This is what going through trials and tribulations look like. It do. Even though I smile and I'm energetic and shit like that, it still takes me out of my space a little bit. But I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here and I'm grinding and I'm pushing through because I have faith that all is going to work out. I do. I do. This morning when I was on TikTok, this one guy, he was like, "Can I treat you to lunch?" And I was like, "What do you mean treat me to lunch? Like, come and take me to lunch? Like, what do you mean?" He was like, "No, can I send you some money?" And I said, "You can go to the link in my bio. My Cash App information is in there. I'm not putting my Cash App up here. So if you want to send me money, you could go look for my Cash App." And he did. He left my TikTok live. He went to my Cash App, sent me some money, and came back to my TikTok live. I was like, yes, with the intention. Yes, with saying I want to treat you to lunch. And yes, with the follow through. I appreciated that. All because I shared my music and stuff with him this morning. Some people are just generous like that, and I appreciate that. So, thank you. Thank you. And so with that, y'all, today is April 25th. We are flying by in April. There were some things I was reflecting on, like the fact that I'm 7 months into these locks, right? And so for those that are thinking about getting locks, I'm going to just say this. I'm going to squash that, and I've been saying it, but I wanted y'all to see it for yourselves, right? I'm going to squash that misconception that you can't wash your hair when you have locks, right? I've been washing my hair from the beginning of time because I work out and I sweat. Like 3 weeks into my starter locks, I washed my hair. And I've been washing my hair ever since then. I wash my hair every 2 weeks at least. And I scrub my scalp. I do all kinds of things. Yes, in the beginning, some of them unraveled a bit and I had to touch them up or whatever. But I washed my hair. I just washed my hair Tuesday. I didn't retwist it. So no, you cannot see my scalp. I am not one to care about neat locks. I'm not. And so, but I just want to say for anybody that's thinking about getting locks or has started their lock journey, don't be afraid of water. I don't care what anybody says to you. Locks love water. Okay. And the more, the cleaner your locks are, and the more water that touches your locks, the longer your locks will grow, the thicker they will become. All right. And they will lock up more quickly. Now, I'm speaking for my hair type, right? Everybody's hair journey and hair type, their hair type journey they might be different, but don't be afraid of water. That means either squirt your hair with water, then put some oil on it. Never put oil on no dry ass hair. I'm just saying. I'm going through this journey right in front of y'all. And this is 7 months in. I have a lot of shrinkage because naturally my hair is afro-y texture and it shrinks. And so I'm not really showing my full length of my locks right now because they're still dropping with the weight. But this is 7 months in and I washed the shit. So that's just for those that are thinking about starting locks or getting locks. Okay. They're locked. Okay. And I wash it. I don't want no funky dirty here. I work out too much for that. So 7 months, here I am. All right. I can't wait to see what the year mark is going to bring. Oh, and also another little tidbit for locks. And yes, I'm only 7 months in, but remember, locks run, through my family. We've had them. Okay. They've had them. Do not style your locks all the time. It thins your locks. Okay. It causes breakage and all of that. So listen, let your hair be free. Let them do what they want to do. Right? You don't have to have them retwisted every couple of weeks. You don't have to have them up and barrel twist. You don't have to have them 2-strand twisted. All of that puts tension and stress on your locks. Every now and again, the style is nice. Is that Lynn? Every now and again, the style is nice, but not too often. Let your hair be free. That's my advice for you. I know I love your journey too, Ghost. I love your locks. I do, but you know that I love your locks. I love them. I like them when they're messy. I like them when they're neat. Even when yours is neat, Ghost, you don't have a lot of scalp showing because you don't get a style, which is cool, right? You don't have a lot of scalp showing. I don't like all that scalpy look on me. I'm not saying I don't like it on other people. I don't like it on me. I like thick, bushy hair. Like, I still like that Afro-y look. That's just me. All right, y'all. Today is April 25th. April is the month of acknowledgement. All right. And we're talking about truth-telling here, right? April 25th, I'm going to read from Until Today by Iyanla Vanzant, as I always do. We're going to read the positive thought, talk about it a little bit, and then get on with our day. How about that? April 25th. I am willing to acknowledge the truth must be told in a way it can be heard. Y'all need to hear this sentence. I am willing to acknowledge the truth must be told in a way it can be heard. See, that's the important thing. In a way it can be heard. See, there's so many people who walk around thinking that they're telling somebody the truth and that they're doing good, but their delivery is hurtful, right? The way they say it is harmful and triggering. And you know what that causes? That causes a deaf ear in some cases, meaning that you could be telling me something. You could be telling me the truth, but your delivery and how you're bringing it to me is in a way that I cannot hear it, right? Because right away I throw up my walls, defense system goes up, my ears get muted, and I can't hear what you're saying, even though you are telling me the truth. See, that's where a lot of people make their mistakes. They be like, well, I'm just telling them the truth, and I'm just telling them the truth. Now you may be, and you may be. How are you delivering this truth? Can they hear it, right? So let's see what it says. Some people are very good at using a razor blade with a smile. Their words are so smooth, so sweet, and so soft-spoken, it may take you a moment to realize that you've been cut. While you are standing there bleeding, hemorrhaging, they put the razor blade away long enough to ask you, what's the matter, honey? Often the person is speaking the truth, but the truth is not the issue here. How the truth is told is the issue. A sweet, gentle smiling razor blade is still a razor blade. Are y'all hearing this? A smile. Sweet, gentle smile. Razor blade is still a razor blade. Most people are open to hearing the truth when it is said in a way they can hear it. People cannot hear you when you make them wrong. People cannot hear you when you attack their weakness. People cannot hear what you are saying if by saying it, you are making yourself better than they are. Do not make the mistake of believing that people you speak to do not know what you really mean. They do. If there is one thread of judgment, of criticism, or denigration in what you say, they are not going to hear you. In fact, they are going to shut you out. If you want to ensure that people will hear you when you talk about difficult or uncomfortable situations, speak to them from the heart. Speak to them from a place of compassion and concern. See yourself as their teacher, their healer, the step to their next level of spiritual and emotional growth. See them as the part of yourself that does not like to be wrong, does not like to be criticized, does not like to be cut to shreds in the process of learning. Until today, you may have told the truth in a stinging, biting, or cutting way that meant people could not hear you. Just for today, practice telling yourself some truth about yourself that is difficult for you to hear. When you master the art of telling yourself the truth lovingly, use what you have learned when talking to other people. Today, I am devoted to learning how to tell the truth in a gentle, compassionate, and loving manner. How many of you pride yourself on having a razor blade tongue? How many of you are proud that you have a razor blade tongue and that you just come out and say whatever the fuck you want to say? How many? How many? I have had friends that have said some shit and I've been like, ouch, right? And I would be like, your delivery is harsh. And they'd be like, well, this is who the fuck I am. And you like it or you don't. And I have heard a lot of good advice from people that they have given me. But when they give it to me nasty, I'll be like, fuck you. I might think about it later. But initially, I'm like, fuck you. Right? And see, not always is the person going to walk away and think about what you said later. Some people are going to be like, fuck you, and they're going to forget about everything you said, even though you were telling the truth. Right? And I know people like that too, Val, and they pride themselves on having a razor blade tongue. They pride themselves on it. And I just call those people mean and ugly. Right? Why do you need to tell somebody the truth and hurt them at the same time? Right? You can be truthful, but you don't have to have a razor blade tongue. Right? It says if you find yourself that person that has the razor blade tongue, right? And it's hurtful when you tell the truth, then start telling the truth to yourself. Things that is hard for you to hear. And see how you tell it to yourself. Practice on yourself before you take it outside to other people. We could tell the truth to our friends and our loved ones all day, all night. But if we're telling it in ways they can't hear it, how the fuck are we helping them? We're not. You can speak the truth, but you don't have to hurt folk. That's where we got to learn to do better, right? We don't have to hurt each other with our razor tongues. What purpose is there in that? If you say you love me and you care about me, tell me the truth. Don't hurt me though. Don't make yourself better than me. We got to do better. We should be able to be honest with one another. We should be able to be truth tellers to each other, right? But in ways we can hear it. And I understand that, Ghost, right? And many a times I've heard you say stuff, but then you'll also say, I don't mean nothing by it. I'm just trying to be truthful. right? So you do catch yourself out there sometime, Ghost, right? And I know you don't mean it, but sometimes even when we say we don't mean it, sometimes we have to check our own temperature because we are human, right? We are human. And some people are a little bit more sensitive than others. Know your friends. Know the people in your life. You know, it's like managing. Anybody on here manage staff at work? I don't manage staff at work anymore, but I used to manage staff. And the one thing I learned as a manager is I could not manage everybody the same way. I might manage this person this way and this person another way because just because one person can take something the way I communicate in one aspect doesn't mean that the other person can take the same thing, right? And so I had to adapt my management skills based on the people that was in my organization. That's the same way with life. Everyday life. Know who your friends are. Know who the people in your circle are, right? Know the ways you can communicate with them without them putting on the mute button. Valerie said, I made a vow to myself to never be like that. When I see that in others, I make sure I'm never that person. And Valerie, all the times that I've been with you and all the years that I've known you, and we've been in various situations. We've been in various situations. I have never seen you treat anybody ugly. Now I've seen you ready to fight. The fuck? I've seen you ready to fight, but I have never seen you be ugly to anybody. Before you get ugly, I have seen you walk away. Ghost said, I will say, the more I have to repeat, the more hostile directed will come off. Well, then, yeah, I can understand that. Exactly, Hillbilly. Ghost is just real. And he just be, and sometimes I be like, ouch. Some of the shit he say, I be like, ouch. Right? You know, but he's gotten better. He's gotten better. So I'm just saying, we are human. Check yourself at the door. If you find you are that person that is a truth teller with a razor blade tongue, that's not good. I don't care how you pat yourself on the back. I don't care how you big yourself up. Nobody ain't listening to what the fuck you saying. Valerie said, my BFF Giselle said that's why she made me her maid of honor, because she never seen me mistreat anyone. I agree with that, Val. I never seen you mistreat anyone. Listen, Ghost, I know. Interacting with humans is hard as fuck. I'm telling the fuck. It is. But we can't allow people to take us out of our loving space and our character, right? We have to work on ourselves. We are responsible for who we are as individuals, right? And so, you know, even though humans are difficult to deal with, Hillbilly says sometime with a question mark. We are responsible for ourselves, all right? Good morning, Pat. So this clearly says work on yourself. The fuck? I know it's challenging out there in those streets with the human beings, but work on yourself. It is, Valerie, but that's why, walk away. When someone tries to take you out of your character, just walk away. You know, this is why my circle looks different over the last couple of years, because I realized that I had people in my life that was taking me out of my character. You understand what I'm saying? Or they were making me feel some type of way. And I don't want to. I want to live my life organically, authentically. And I want to be the best me I can be. And if I have people in my life that are bringing out something other than that, then I need to reevaluate my circle. And I do that. I do. But we are responsible for ourselves. So if you have people in your circle that's bringing that worst part out on you, then maybe you need to reevaluate your circle. Because no one should bring the worst out in you. People in your circle should bring the better parts of you out, not the worst. I'm learning. I am learning. I am. So I'm so excited because my next get together, it's not a coffee with friends thing, but I'm excited because I get to see some of my coffee with friends family in June, right? And so a few of us are going to the Hamptons to celebrate Fancy's 45. Okay. And we have been given our instructions of our outfits. And being that I'm on a budget, she let me have my favorite color, orange, because I already got something in here to wear. And I was like, I'm not trying to buy nothing. Y'all know I'm trying to go to trial. I'm not trying to buy no new clothes. I'm not trying to buy nothing. So when she said I could wear orange because that's my color. First, I wanted to wear green, and then I was like, I'm gonna have to buy something. Can I please switch to orange? Because this way I don't have to buy nothing. I could be a repeat offender in my closet and pull something out that I already have that, yes, y'all motherfuckers already saw, but I don't care. All right. And so my color is orange. Everybody got their colors that they are wearing for Fancy K's 45. She picked our colors or agreed to our colors and told us what kind of outfits to wear. And so I'm in line. I'm in line, Fancy. I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. The only thing is I'm still messing with my evening outfit, right? I got to figure out what that's going to look like, but don't worry. It's going to be cute, y'all. All right. And so I'm excited about that. That's the next time I get to see my Texas crew. And I don't even have to fly. They're flying into New York, right? And I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to drive to meet them there. All right. And so I'm excited. I cannot wait. Sharon Lee said, I was taught that your strongest flex is to be able to control your emotions and reactions to people's craziness. See, Cheryl Lee, I used to react in ways where I poke you or I throw shit at you, I break shit up. I used to carry on. I used to throw these tantrums like, don't get an attitude at me because I'm coming for you. But I've changed, right? And you are right, Cheryl Lee. Your strongest flex is to be able to control your emotions. I didn't have that ability to control. I didn't control my emotions at one time in my life, and I was fucking my own house up. And my girlfriend was like, you breaking up your own shit. And I was like, I know. Like, I really can't control my emotions until I could. It's powerful when you can control your emotions. When someone pisses you off and you just want to lose it and you can control that, Cheryl, I have to agree with you. That is a strong ass flex. And that's where I'm at in my life right now. People do shit and I be like, inside I might want to, but I talk myself off the ledge and I be like, you know what? Some shit is just not important. Okay? Yes, Valerie, I believe we are. I cannot wait. All right. Good morning, Ansel. Good morning. I cannot wait. And so I'm excited to spend some time because let me tell y'all something. That weekend in the Hamptons, I come right back and go right to the courtroom that Monday. I'm so scared, y'all. You know, but God is going to make a way. Okay. And so as fast as I want the Hamptons to come, I don't want it to come that fast because I'm still trying to get my shit together. Okay. But with that, y'all, it's Thursday. That is the message for today. Truth telling. But don't tell it with that razor blade tongue because you're going to get the mute ears, right? Learning how to tell the truth in a way people can hear it is the most beneficial thing because anything other than that, you're wasting your time. There's a population of people, like I said, that celebrate hurting other people's feelings. I'm not that person. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Not on purpose. Right? And so the best advice is talk to yourself. Tell yourself a couple of truths about yourself that's really hard. and practice that delivery on yourself before you take your razor blade, sharp ass tongue out to the world. Okay, that's not cute. I just want y'all to know. It is Ansel. And that's why the message today is that's where we got to start, because people are so quick to tell other people about their truth or the truth that they think that other people should live by, but find it very difficult to be truthful to themselves. And that's the message for today. Okay? Being truthful to yourself. I have told myself some truths lately, and it hurt my feelings. But sometimes the truth hurts. It does. And so with that, y'all, I said we got June coming up. That's for fancy. That's not a Coffee with Friends thing. That is a fancy K45 celebration that we're going to be doing in June. For the next Coffee with Friends event, that's in August, okay? August is our next Coffee with Friends event. That is our Dominican Republic trip. That is to Breathless Punta Cana. I have got to focus on that trip after I get past June. You guys, if you're interested in going, you know what to do, okay? You know, the link is in my bio. You can hit the QR code. You can go to my bio. If you want to be a part of the Breathless Punta Cana trip, then do so. $50 deposit per person. This money goes directly to the travel agent. They book you. I do not deal with the reservations of this trip. The travel agent deals with all of this. All right. So this money does not come to me. The only monies that came to me was for the house in Galveston. And again, I collected everyone's money except for one person. All right. And so the house is secured. All right. This is our next trip. If you want to be a part of this, put your money up. All right. Let's go. We're going to have a good time. I'm already starting to think of the games, activities, the prizes and shit like that. I'm starting to make my notes and shit like that. I'm going to start looking up the events as we get closer to August. I'll start looking up the events that the resort is having so that I can type up the itinerary so that everybody knows what to pack in their suitcases for any theme nights that we're going to be having. Good morning, Chalk. For any theme nights that we're going to be having. So if there's a neon night or there's an all white night or there's an all purple night, you guys will know in advance what to pack. All right. And of course, in my room, we'll have a night of conversation, coffee with friends, after dark celebration in my room. I have a swim up room, so you can come in my room and well, we're going to figure out what the coffee with friends after dark attire is going to be, because I don't need y'all niggas up in my room half naked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know, wear some cute shit for coffee with friends after dark. You can even wear your bathing suit if you want to, because I have a swim out. And so you can sit the fuck in the pool. You can sit by the pool. We can have our conversations, light some candles and just chop it up. Okay, and have our coffee with friends after dark conversation. We're gonna have a good time. So whoever's interested in coming along to Breathless Punta Cana, come on. All right, adult activities. And baby, believe you me, when we get closer to this trip, everybody that's going will get an email from me that says, take pictures and talk shit if you want to when you come back, but it'll be an NDA and you have to respond to that email saying you understand. If you come back here exposing anybody with pictures or interfering with people's personal lives, they have all right to sue you. So be adults, okay? Go on this trip and be adults, okay? Y'all seen titties before, y'all seen ass before. Y'all seen dicks and pussies. Don't act crazy if you see a little bit in Breathless Punta Cana. I'm just the fuck saying. Don't act childish. The fuck? Because we just do what we do. Summer soiree, be a part of it. Okay? What happens on our summer soirees stays on our summer soirees. If you want to know, come on. All right? Come through. That's it and that's all. All right. And so that's our next immediate trip for Coffee with Friends. And then, you know, we have the house in Galveston. That's our Friends Giving. All right. Those are going to be our only trips for 2024. 2025 will be much more interesting, I think. because we're going to add something else in there. I think I'm going to add my Friendsmas trip in there for 2025. It depends, because I also have some personal travel goals that I'm trying to accomplish, right? And I'm working on those. I want to do Europe. I want to do Africa. I want to do Dubai. I want to do Costa Rica. There's some personal shit that I want to do on my own as well. And so I try to squeeze them in between the trips for Coffee with Friends, but I can't do shit right now until I get past this trial. See, that's the thing. I wish I could take back all the trips I went on. Then I'd have some money for this damn trial, but this fucking lawyer didn't tell me this until 2 months ago. And so it kind of put me in a bind. If he would have told me this 6 months ago, I'd have had the money. The fuck? But that's okay, because God is good. It is going to happen. All right. And so with that, y'all, I'm going to send y'all out with some positive vibes of the day. Today is Thursday, y'all. We almost at the end of the week. Come back tomorrow for Freestyle Friday. Again, I go live on TikTok around 6:30 in the morning. I ride my Peloton bike. I do my yoga stretches. I play some music. I talk, positive vibes and shit like that. That's how I start my morning. Then I hop on Coffee with Friends, and then I start my work day. All right. And so with that, I'm going to send y'all out, because, even when you feel low, you can still what? But before I do that, make sure y'all gave me the thumbs up. All right. The thumbs up on this live video. Make sure you gave me the thumbs up, and I'm going to send y'all out, because I got work to do, y'all. I got work to do. But you know what? Even when you
feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Yep.
I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I'm Roar to Debo. Come back tomorrow, y'all. Freestyle Friday. Get this message on the way out. Because what?
Go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave.
What?
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
I've been doing shit my way on the highway.
And in the driveway, there's a nice
Hey.
down through the climb, I invite
Come on.
you never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain.
What?
Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient. Just believe what? Then you see with the negativity. But I just fly right by that energy. Even when you feel
low, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
I never answer the no, and I don't, y'all. I'm out. Peace and blessings. See you tomorrow. Happy Thursday, y'all.